Truth Seeker True Sage here. This is actually a re-recording of episode 3 and 4. The reason why Pokemon Sweet has been uploaded more than Minish Cap Redone is because I did some fiddling around with my computer. That way things would be easier for my headset, especially because the cord tends to get wrapped around my chair somehow. So I changed it to a different port, and now it's... And then somehow Bandicam didn't recognize anything, so it stopped working. So then now I'm stuck on this. But I speed ran through this entire game, through the beginning, just to get back to this temple. But anyways, let's begin. So this would be the Deepwood Shrine of the Minish Elder spoke of. He said something about there being monsters inside, didn't he? Hey now, no reason to be afraid or anything. I'll be waiting right here. No, wait, what am I saying? I'm not letting you leave me alone out here. Hey. Yeah. I cannot believe I recorded 2 episodes and the audio was not recorded whatsoever. Not even the game audio was recorded. It was just dead silent. Yeah, that's a new enemy. They're called Slugulas. No, they don't really do anything, except if you run into them, you take damage. And here's our first example of pressure switches. That just these specific ones stay down forever. We also have small keys and locked doors. There's a locked door here. See if you can find a key to open it. I already had the key. I don't know why he's so stupid. Oh yeah. Trick to Slugulas. If they're... Do you see the lever? I think you should be able to pull it. Just stand in front of it and press R to grab it. Then press the D-pad, or down on the D-pad to pull. I thought there was gonna be another... The trick to Slugulas is if they're falling... Yeah, if they're falling, they're incredibly weak, belly side up, so it's good to either hit them while they're falling, or get them when their belly is up. Mushroom launching! Like so. Also, the difference between this re-recording and the original recording was I actually grabbed that piece of heart that I skipped over. Get out of here. Puff stool. Whoa, look at that. Look at the size of that barrel. Huh? Oh, right. You're silly. How silly of me. It's not big. We're just small. Well, how did a barrel get in here in the first place? That's my question. I hate puff stools with a passion. Mainly because they just make everything dirty. I'll talk about this area in a bit. Get out of here. Hold on. Bam. And that's an example of a pressure switch that doesn't stay down forever. As long as there's something on it, it stays down. But as soon as something is not on it, it pushes itself back up. Oh god, puff stools. Yeah, those things can hurt you. What? Hey, be careful, my lad. The barrel just moved. Wait, did I want to go this way? I think so. Yes, also, I want these enemies to return. They're kind of fun to kill. They're also just fun to look at. Right, that's something else. You will be needing this mushroom. There's 2 scuff marks, meaning that there's 2 ways to launch yourself. And if you choose the farthest one, in this dungeon, if you go the farthest, if you pull it back all the way, you'll get the dungeon map. And I forget I can press B to just make everything go by faster. I've just been kind of relatively bored with this. Not really bored with this game. I'm never bored with this game. I love this game. But there are some complaints that I have. What we need now is something to hold down this switch. First off is that bug. I hate that bug enemy. And two is this. Normally, pottery is your worst enemy, but in this game, they utilize pots being utilized in puzzles. This is a tutorial on pulling objects. Once you take hold of something with R, use the D-pad to push or pulse it. This is extremely important, so I hope you take pains to remember it. Take pains to remember it. This actually stumped me, because I never paid attention to what LSO was saying, so I just ended up being stuck in here, not knowing what to do, because I didn't know that you had to use the R button to actually pull it. I was kind of a stupid kid back then. You don't need this anymore. After that room, it doesn't have any purpose, and the reason why this is here is just for a quick way to get out. You'll notice that I roll a lot. It's because I move faster. Yeah, and the reason why the barrel, it's this specific room, is the reason why I want this game to be. I want this game for 3DS, specifically for this barrel. This barrel is awesome. I seriously want this game on the 3DS, because I think it'd be kind of cool to see that barrel in 3D. Also, with this one, follow the scuff marks. Also, to use these mushrooms, it's the same with these levers. Except when you pull back, don't let go of R. Let go of the D-pad. That way, nothing bad happens. That way, nothing happens. No. That way, you don't have to worry about anything. Ugh. Now, that way, you know how to use the mushroom pulse. Oh, wait, I needed the other statue. Yeah, this was another room that actually tricked me. That I didn't know what to do. This was another room I got stuck on. Here's just an enemy rush. There we go. It's all that for a key. You got a small key. I don't care what it does, because everyone knows what a small key does. Yeah, if you headed up here and went down, you were kind of screwed, because you needed... Here, don't go that way. Well, you can go down here, but it's... You're not going to be able to finish it. Ow. Get out of here, puff stool. I'm going to crush my switch. There. That's just the way back. The key is used for this area. Welcome to the main boss of this blue-gray caterpillar. Which I can never get, like, a good amount of hits in. Oh, God. Like this! There was actually one time I got this thing killed in only two nose hits. This time it took 3 because I kind of screwed up at the beginning. The ruby is inside the chest. But with this, you get the gust jar. Hold the button to draw things in and release it to fire them out. Set it to A or B on the item screen to use it. Same with the shield. Yeah. I rarely ever use the shield. Also, the Gust Jar has 3 levels. There's blue, followed by yellow, followed by red. Also, there's no special reward for cleaning up the room, I've checked. Here we have a piece of heart. You now have 3. When I get back to episode 5, I'm not going to be having the same amount of hearts because this is a different save file. Also, that blue portal is useful later. Also, here's a way to kill them. Yeah, that's how you can kill them, but then they just start spreading more of their dusty stuff on you. That did not sound right. More of their dusty stuff. Also, here's a special item. 10 mysterious shells. Yeah, these mysterious shells are useful for getting 1 piece of heart. And I don't want to know how many there are, but this little side quest really drives me nuts because it's needed to access a room that that you cannot access without that. And it's also probably one of the longest side quests. Well, in fact, the longest side quest because it requires so much work just for this piece of heart. Also, this stuff picks up the dusty stuff that these puff stools leave. In fact, this is actually how I learned that their name are puff stools. More mysterious shells. Use them as soon as possible. Don't hit your limit on shells. You need all of them. Also, you'll be needing... Yeah, now that you have the Gust Jar, you're gonna have to fall down here. And head down here. Get over here. Yeah, enemies aren't sucked up. Well, some enemies aren't affected by that. Now what? Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much farther. In fact, we have a way to travel by water. It's called Lily Pad. I seriously want to know, like, how these lily pads got here. Also, don't progress farther. Ooh. Haha, stupid bug. You wanna go? You wanna go, bug? You wanna go? There. Here's another weird one. This one also requires the pot, but they give you so many, you cannot use the top row whatsoever. So you need one from the middle or bottom row. Yeah. Also, here's that room that I told you you can go into, but you won't be able to finish it. Because you need the lily pad to begin with. I did this a different way in my original recording, where I actually came down here before and grabbed this item here, which is the compass. Yeah. Basically what it's telling you is that you can actually see what's here. There's a treasure chest here, there's one in another room, there's one on the floor above, and then there's one right in front of the boss room. It's like noon. In fact, almost 1. Got a small key. There we go. Oh yeah. You needed the small key to progress farther, and that hallway that I told you not to go farther in, because you were just gonna come up to a dead end with a locked door. So all you really need to do is just smash A. You don't need to hold it. It's like I'm talking about like someone trying to like having to go to the bathroom. Also, these Slugulars are mainly there to just fall on your head and like do damage to you, but if you go fast enough, they'll just fall into the water and die. Okay, that was weird. Also, here's something you can do. Not screw up. But you can use the gust jar to attract the mushrooms to you. But don't go too far. Because you can overshoot it. You got the big key, use it to open big doors. And this is how you get back. Go through the other portal real quick to grab your last piece of heart. Well, fourth piece of heart. Life energy has been replenished and increased. Yeah, the noise could be a bit better, but what can you do? It's a Game Boy Advance game. Which I do have to say, this is really good for Game Boy Advance time, for Game Boy Advance. I mean, because this game actually came out around the time of the Super Mario Advance games. Yeah, another 20 rupees. Boom. And then let us keep going. There we go. Overshoot it. And let's go. I'm not even going to save because I love this boss. This boss is fun. And it's also a good twist on Minish versus normal size. Whoops. Hold on. Whoops. Oh, that was close. Yeah, in the recording, I actually developed a new technique on defeating this choo-choo. There we go. Last time I did this, I actually got through this entire boss fight without taking damage. There we go. I'm shaving your chin! Oh, there we go. And now we have the element of Earth. The crystalline form, or the crystalline power. Crystalline form of the power of Earth, whatever. You got the Earth element. The power of the Earth is the source of all living things. The Earth element is the embodiment of that power. Right here, it's a heart container. Your life energy has increased and been replenished. Same text you get whenever you get a 4 heart pieces. We've got the Earth element. Let's go tell the Elder at once. Let us go. Yep, as you can see, there's no heart piece here. Hello, Fistari. I like your role in the manga.